Really nice welcoming you to a Healing Talk Show. Glory to God. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
A good idea doesn't care who has it. Say something, somebody.
My name is Edi Daniel. Speaking on the word, a good idea doesn't care who has it. To me, I can relate that word with the scripture book of Ecclesiastes 9:11 that says, I returned and I saw under the sun that the race is not for the swift, neither battle for the strong. Then at the bottom line, it says, time and chance happen to them all. So to me, that word it means opportunity is available for everyone. Thank you very much.
My name is Mark David. For progress and sweet movement in life, I believe that it necessarily doesn't matter who brings the solution to our problem. All we need is a good solution. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the contributions. For me, idea could come from minor, which includes teenagers, older youths, even old man or woman can bring idea, but it shouldn't stop there. Who puts the idea into work is what is more important, and the impact the idea will have in life for people. So idea could come from anybody, but you cannot just own it to yourself. You own it to yourself and just keep it to yourself. You may die with it. But if you speak out, if you don't have what it takes to bring that idea to friction, you can approach A or B, and then you work together with such a person. And when the idea comes out, nobody cares. They go, who owns the idea or not? It becomes for everyone. Everyone around benefits from that idea. So thank you. We'll continue with today's discussion. In Fundrans, green entrepreneurship and intellectual property management is the topic for today's consideration. The guests will be introduced shortly after this break. Please don't go away. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, the topic again is green entrepreneurship and intellectual property management. And with me in the studio to discuss this is a legal practitioner. Let's make welcome Olalade Oloniyo.
Vivid View.
Say and do it.
All right, before discussion proper, please follow us on social media handles are displayed on the screen. Olaniyo, you're welcome again.
Thank you very much.
Please, a brief introduction, your definition and perspective for the subject matter.
Okay, green entrepreneurship basically is a term that refers to businesses that are producing offerings or producing solutions that are eco-friendly or environmentally friendly. Yeah. So we could also have technologists who are using technology to enhance the clean production processes, and they're using technology to reduce environmental pollutions. They are also termed green entrepreneurs. So that's basically in a nutshell what green entrepreneurship is about.
That is very good because it's a recent, so to say, recent finding, green entrepreneurship. And so you have gotten the introduction from our guests already. So how does green entrepreneurship impact the society at large?
Yeah, definitely. It has a lot of benefit to the society. I mean, green entrepreneurship, like I mentioned before, is basically about, environmental development, right? So if we have entrepreneurs in this space who are developing solutions to enhance the environment, they are also in a way supporting employment opportunities. They are creating value in the society, and they are also, opening the market up to various opportunities, both locally and internationally. So if we have entrepreneurs who are developing solutions in the green tech space, right, or who are developing solutions to enhance the state of the environment, we will realize that public health will not really be an issue, right? Unemployment issues will be resolved because they will create jobs that can also employ, other people into their businesses. So the benefits are immense, and we hope that entrepreneurs will look into this aspect of entrepreneurship and develop solutions, right, that can develop the environment and create more sustainability for us all.
She already said it all because the impact is really enormous. When we're healthy, health is wealth.
Yes.
You know, what the green entrepreneurship is actually fighting for is to ensure that if the environment where we live and do any other things are clean and conducive. You know, so that's exactly the first thing they are facing. And you also create jobs, like you mentioned. Those entrepreneurs that can go into this green entrepreneurship will create more jobs for people, and won't have more, people complaining that they leave school and no work for them to do. And I think it's something we really need to embrace, this green entrepreneurship. We'll take a break now. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. What is traditional entrepreneurship, and the main difference between traditional and green entrepreneurship?
So traditional entrepreneurship is really about businesses that they go into. It's really about entrepreneurs that go into businesses for the sake of profit making. So you have a business idea, you develop a solution, you reach out to the market, and you create value to make profit. But you see, green entrepreneurship is quite different in the sense that beyond just making profit, you're also developing solutions that enhance environmental development. You're developing solutions that create value in the society. Beyond just profit making, you are adapting a unique business model that allows you to create an impact in the environment. You're reducing environmental pollution, you're enhancing public health, and at the same time, you're creating value to the society.
There isn't much difference actually from traditional, entrepreneurship and the green entrepreneurship. Aside what you just mentioned, that they think more about the safety of human beings that are working, how the well-being of people more than the traditional that just business, profit. They don't care whether the hazards at job or not. They don't even really care much in traditional entrepreneur. But in green entrepreneur, they put all these things in place to make sure that those who are partakers of it will also be in good health. That is very, very key. Okay, so what should innovators in the green sector know about intellectual property rights? Even as a lawyer now.
Yes. Intellectual property rights are very crucial in the green entrepreneurship space. An entrepreneur can come up with an inventive idea that is translated into a product, right? Those products can be protected with patents, trademarks, industrial designs, copyright, and the likes. So it's important that entrepreneurs in the green tech space, or green entrepreneurs, so to say, understand how important intellectual property rights are. And, it sets the foundation straight. If they are able to get their intellectual property rights intact, they can be able to commercialize and exploit their inventions in the market properly, both locally and international markets. It also gives them the opportunity to also license, right, their innovations and their products, so they can engage in licensing, cross-licensing, and joint venture, even partnership deals, right? But the foundation has to be gotten right. If the foundation is gotten right and they're able to protect their inventions with intellectual property rights, then the sky is the limit.
To some extent, what our NAFDAC does, that before you produce something that one can take in, you must have that NAFDAC number. Without it, you cannot sell. I think that's also what is applicable to green entrepreneurship, making sure that before they go on, they need to work with the legal laws around it, so that there will be no mistake when they start. We'll take a break now. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
All right, welcome back. We're still discussing green entrepreneurship. Now, why is it important for green entrepreneurs to build strategic intellectual property portfolios that can attract institutional investors?
It's very important that green entrepreneurs build IP portfolios. Why? Because when you're building an IP portfolio, which basically is having all these rights, right? A product, let me give an example. A product can have a patent and can also have a trademark. So that's already a portfolio of IP rights. Now, what it does for you is that it attracts sponsors, it attracts institutional investors because they know that you have a competitive edge and right in the market to use those ideas and to commercialize them. It also gives you a competitive advantage, right? Because you're getting into the market with these rights and you have exclusive ownership in order for you to maximize, those solutions in the market. And beyond that, it enhances because by the time you are attracting investors, it gives you access to new markets. If you are attracting an investor that is based maybe in the US, it gives you access to that market already. And investors are able to put money in the business to accelerate the product development cycle of that particular innovation or that particular solution that you're bringing to the market. So these are some of the benefits of why it's important to build an IP portfolio to attract institutional investors.
Like if you want to compare, for instance, some financial institutions are being regulated by central bank, and if you want to attract international to funding, the first thing they'll consider is, are you being regulated by central bank?
Yes.
And once they know you are regulated by central bank, they feel somehow free and relaxed. And at least the money I'm going to invest will definitely come back, because they feel that central bank will not, regulate those who they feel cannot, really live up to expectations. So that's just an example to add to what she just said. It gives confidence to the institutional investors outside the country, anywhere, whoever want to invest in these green entrepreneurs. Okay, name some steps green entrepreneurs need to take in order to develop sustainable solutions.
Green entrepreneurs must believe in their vision, right? You must have a strong why behind your solution. Every entrepreneur has a strong why and they have a strong vision. And it's that vision that carries them through the hurdles that they face in the market. Another thing is to also collaborate more often. It's a new space. Public organizations, private enterprises are getting interested in climate change and green entrepreneurship. And it's an opportunity to collaborate in order to bring these solutions to the market. Another important thing is to also look for knowledge. Join accelerators, join startup hubs, join incubators, find the relevant knowledge that you need to thrive in the sector, right? And don't forget to be legally compliant. Protect your intellectual property rights and also be legally compliant, because when you're legally compliant, which means when you're compliant with all the laws and all the regulations, it helps you to attract investors and attract partners.
To add to what you just said, like it supplies environmental friendly products and services. It is greener than traditional competition we just mentioned earlier. It has made an enduring commitment to environmental principles. And so these are part of how to develop sustainable solutions in the green entrepreneur. Just to add to what she just mentioned. So it's like you mentioned, it's a new space, and it's something we can all, especially our younger ones, the youth, don't remain at home complaining there's no job. Just see what we can do about this green entrepreneurship, and you'll be able to grab it, learn little about it. As you mentioned, education is the end of the day. Don't need to stop. Google, and you get some tips on this, and see if you can try your hands in it. And if it works, by the special grace of God, you employ one or two persons. Before you know it, you explode, and God will help you. And remaining at home, folding your hands and said, "Oh, I've applied for job for so many places, and none is forthcoming," because we know the difficulty in getting job nowadays. I think it's something that the youth should really grab. That's why I decided to treat it. So they just fold your hands and just be waiting and waiting and waiting. I hope the youth audience here and those of you listening to me can really see that there is a prospect in this and quickly grab the opportunity. Now we'll take a break, and I'll come back, enter question and answer. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
My name is Eddie Daniel, and my question today is, what are the examples of green entrepreneurship?
My name is Eche Emmanuel. Would like to know the advantages of green entrepreneurship to the Nigeria economy.
My name is Mark David. As a graduate who just left the university, how is it possible for one to take advantage of this green entrepreneurship? Is it capital intensive, seeing now that Ehilise is kind of telling us to be encouraged to seize this opportunity to make ends meet.
Welcome back. Questions have been asked from the audience. I direct them to our guest or our response.
Okay, so the first question is, what are the examples of green entrepreneurship? Like I mentioned before, green entrepreneurship is a kind of business that is focused on creating solutions that enhances the environment and that reduces environmental pollution. For example, an entrepreneur who collects wastes in the environment, collects bottles, nylons, and they translate those
They recycle
and then translate them into products. So we've seen an entrepreneur who gathers waste in the environment and translates it into some sort of nice bags, and they're doing creative innovations with those wasted materials in the public. That's an example of green entrepreneurship.
Even use tires.
Exactly.
They can use tires to make chair.
Yes.
You're amazed.
Yes.
And so by the time they pick them out from the society, they make the society clean. That's exactly part of the impact of this green entrepreneurship. So please continue.
Another example is the production of solar lamps. We know that there's a problem with electricity in Nigeria here, and we have entrepreneurs who recycle wasted batteries, right? They gather those things and they turn them, because I mentioned before that it's always innovative because there's an innovation process in that. So they convert those recycled batteries into solar lamps.
Wow.
And you see that people are, using those solar lamps to power the environment, to work when there's no light. So these are innovative solutions coming out of green entrepreneurship. So all the solar lamps, the solar inverters, and all those things that we have today, serving as an alternative source of energy.
Yeah, that's true.
In such a way that there is no gas released in the environment, there is no pollution. In that way, they are also helping to assist the society, right? And to ensure that there is public health, public safety, and then the environment is clean and safe for all. So that's an example of green entrepreneurship. The next question is, what are the benefits of green entrepreneurship in the Nigerian economy? Green entrepreneurship can help to boost the GDP of the nation, right? We are now in a space where there is a lot of noise about climate change and green entrepreneurship, right? Private bodies, international bodies are focused on Africa. Why? Because there's a lot of industrialization going on. There's a lot of gas emissions and all of that going on. So we want to ensure that the planet is safe for all and that we are creating an environment where in the next couple of years, the children unborn will be able to live in a safe planet. Right. So there's that move right now. Government processors are getting interested. If you even look at it as well, there's a new Electricity Act that speaks about renewable energy and climate change, just being passed some months ago by the National Assembly. Right, so there is that clamor for having a safe environment where people can live or where people can work and people can be happier.
Yeah.
So if we are investing in things like that, the GDP of the economy will grow. Institutional investors will be attracted to what we are doing in Nigeria. They want to partner with Nigeria and they want to partner with the government. And of course, that means that there is more for us as a nation and there's more for us as a continent, right? Another benefit is that it enhances public health, like I said before. Right, Nigeria will now be seen as a country that is taking climate change seriously. And that, of course, can open huge opportunities for us as a country. So these are the benefits of green entrepreneurship in the Nigerian economy.
Okay.
The last question is, what does it really take to start a business in the green entrepreneurship space? So, well, I will say that find a solution that the market needs. Don't just get an idea, get a solution. When there's a problem, there's always a solution. So get a solution in the market, right? And go for knowledge. The green entrepreneurship space can be a bit niched and a bit technical. Yes. So you want to go for knowledge. You want to find out what's happening in the space, right? You want to collaborate more so you can have a greater impact. So those are the three things that you can start with. Find a problem, define the solution, go for knowledge, collaborate more. When it comes to funding, if you have a solution, you will get investors who will fund it. right? And also don't forget the legal aspect too of funding too as well. You also want to ensure that all your contracts and all your documentations are intact so you can attract those investors. But funding might not necessarily be a challenge if you already have a solution to a problem. So those are the important things to take into consideration when starting out.
To add to what she just said, don't just fold your hand and say, I don't have money, but bring out your idea first. If you can recall our corner, Hilly's corner. So the idea doesn't matter who has it. Let the idea come out first. If you don't have what it takes to run with it, then collaborate with somebody that you know will give you the answer, and then that's it. So money, most times, if you ask people to venture into any business, they will tell you, or starting up a business, funding is fun. Fun is not the first thing. The ideas. And you put them down, pencil them down, what you want to do, your vision, your goals, your objectives, and all that. These things are things you put down before money comes. Those are things you sell to somebody who you think will collaborate with you. It's not the money first. And so when somebody goes through your business plans, okay, you know exactly what this guy put here. If he's able to deliver, then I think I can invest.
Yes.
Because it's robust and he has interest in it. So funding is not the first thing. When we talk about business, don't be scared. Don't have money. Not having money is not the first. That is exactly what she just mentioned here. Though it is important, but that's not the first step. All right, can we have your parting words? Thank you so much.
Well, I would say that ideas are everywhere. Find the idea that matters to you. Create a vision and reach out. I'm telling you, once you have a vision, you will definitely find the helpers that will help you on the journey as you progress. So if you want to venture into green entrepreneurship, now is the right time, because attention is on green entrepreneurship,
I want to train
both locally and internationally. So it's a good time to begin.
It is a good time to begin indeed for you, our young ones. You know, this program is majorly for youths because they are vibrant, they are blessed with the power, with energy. So this is a good time really for you to begin. Don't stay at home, like I said before, and they'll be wailing and crying, I don't have job, I'm tired of sleeping at home, I'm tired of this. No, be creative, be innovative. And by the time you know this, you will stand on your 2 feet as I'm standing now. So that's the essence of this. And I believe that you're going to grab this opportunity, the audience here, and also those of you there watching me. Having said this, I want to thank you again for your time with us today, our guests, and thank our production crew and the executive producer, and audience here, and also viewers at home for joining us. And those few of us that have always been trying to assist us financially to ensure that this program is on air. We really, really appreciate. I want to invite artist Mr. Benjamin to sign out this program. Keep watching this program, same time, same station. I am Achilles. Bye. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
An appointed time for all man for sure. Jaja give me strength and security, me pray. Security, me pray. Security, we are pray. In our country, Jaja give me strength and security, we pray. Oh, he bombs it pray. Oh, Rastaman, he don't pray. We are praying. Jaja give me strength and secure. Yo. Some of them are talking, them say love is not hacking. Yet them are playing down the negativity, yo. Love is practical, not too critical. Yeah, me now, my brother man. It starts with you, my brother man, to give the fruit to another man. Give a stranger a helping hand, be good. If you know, you understand that we are vessels in his hands. You will live and let live, you will go. Yes, man, I know how the whole thing goes. Only Yahweh, Oluwa can save us, brother man. Original matter, me a flink on your ear. Only him a make I secure. Security. We are right about now. Right about now in our country, we are need to pray for overstand. In a way where we don't need to go. Yeah, man. Yes, man. Me lion say, praise and security all the way. Jaja. Jaja give me strength.